Hello there, I'm Mia Gradney with your Houston headlines. Houston police say they caught a man red-handed illegally dumping junk and garbage near his own neighborhood. Aniele Ruiz explains how he didn't know investigators were watching him.
Police say 36-year-old Randy Salias took out the trash, but not in the way intended. Precinct 1 constable deputies say he was caught in the act illegally dumping garbage on the side of the road, all while investigators watched.
Time he took action and went over and was able to arrest him.
Investigators say Salias runs a junk hauling business, picking up trash from people's homes, then dumping it. But in this case, not at the dump. Precinct 1 constable snapped these photos of his trailer loaded up with garbage.
This guy just was going around charging people, and they probably thought, oh, that's I'm glad he came around and picked up my trash, and he wasn't terribly expensive. He was charging $50 to $75 a pickup.
That's why officials say if you're going to hire someone to haul your junk, you need to do your homework.
How do you know if a company is doing it properly or if they're doing it kind of like what this guy did?
You ask for their receipts. You ask to show where they dumped it. You'll pay them after they have properly dumped the material at a local commercial landfill. The city of Houston has a free dump site that you can go to. So there's no excuse for people to just dump something on the side of the road.
And before Salias was arrested, officers gave him one last job. The trash he dumped out, he had to pick it all back up.
What's your message to people who are doing this?
You're going to get caught. We've got cameras everywhere. And, it's my advice, go to the free places to dump this stuff.
You've been warned. That was Aniele Ruiz reporting. Houston police are expanding their crackdown on highway violence, now targeting Highway 288 and the South Loop, just days after launching the effort on 59 and I-45. So far, more than 300 citations have been issued. Here's Devon Rahming with a closer look at the initiative.
Well, the crackdown on aggressive driving went into effect last week along I-45 and the Southwest Freeway. But as you can see behind me here, that is now expanded to 288 and is in full effect.
We will have traffic enforcement.
Houston Police and Mayor John Whitmire say this is all part of an initiative to improve public safety, which he says is already paying off. This all comes after the mayor says he's heard countless concerns from Houstonians over irresponsible driving. Just last December, Louise Wilson was gunned down on I-45 in a suspected road rage shooting. Her father, Daniel, is now using his grief as fuel, advocating for solutions leading to a new bill making it a first-degree felony for anyone shooting from a car.
They're showing their presence, and it will allow people to think twice that they're going to get away with something like that.
It's really not that serious. Make it home to your families. Let other people make it home to their families. There's enough going on, Just make it home. It's not that serious.
According to data from Houston Police, this year alone, there have been at least 30 reported cases of road rage and aggravated assaults along I-45 and Highway 59, which is something the city wants to combat. Meanwhile, since the initiative launched last Friday, Houston Police tell us they've written over 300 tickets along I-45 and the Southwest Freeway. And of course, we expect those numbers to climb with this new initiative here off of 288. For now, reporting in Southwest Houston, Devon Rahming, KHOU 11 News.
Houston police are also taking action after we reported on a man vandalizing rainbow porch lights on display for Pride Month. That's because the suspect didn't just do it once or twice, but 3 different times. Troy Kless has the story and the options you have if you ever have to deal with a problem like this.
The rainbow lights on the Riggs house in Houston's Westbury neighborhood were dimmed again this weekend after the power was cut a 3rd time. Homeowner Jordana Riggs spoke with us last week after the first 2 incidents.
A little part of me was like, okay, surely this person will not come a 3rd time after we fix our lights.
She installed cameras just in case, and then on Saturday night, she caught a man walking up her driveway. Jordana says this time he actually tore down one of the newly installed surveillance cameras. And the following night, other cameras showed he was back again.
We witnessed him remotely cutting the wire.
Riggs says she spent this morning speaking with police.
I'm praying that our property doesn't get cut again, and that we can just express ourselves for Pride Month in a peaceful way.
And HPD says they've now identified the suspect and say theft charges for stealing the Ring camera have now been accepted by the DA's office.
it is becoming more and more important to have cameras of your own.
Attorney Thomas Nixon, our KHOU 11 crime and safety expert, spent years working in law enforcement. He says if Houston police don't provide the solution, you have other options like the county constables who focus on things like property crime.
If you're not getting any kind of result from the Houston Police Department, you can go to Precinct 5 or Precinct 1.
The Riggs family says that they fixed the lights again and say that neighbors have also been offering help.
I'm just really thankful for the constables who have been watching our home, the community for rallying behind us and validating us.
In Southwest Houston, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Houston has long been known for its vibrant food scene, and now it's earning national recognition once again at the prestigious James Beard Awards. After several Houston area chefs were nominated, one local standout brought home one of the highest honors in American dining.
And the winner is Thomas Billy.
Chef Billy was one of 5 finalists in the Texas category, up against Houston's own Emmanuel Chavez of Tatemo and chefs from Dallas, San Antonio, and Marfa as well. Billy and his wife Elizabeth first opened the Mexican-inspired restaurant in 2020, just before the pandemic hit. After stepping away due to personal challenges, they relaunched in 2023. Billy says hard work fueled by love led him straight to the James Beard stage.
I have a motto, and it's called plan your work, work your plan. And, as long as you stay to the script of what you want, your goals, and you see them, and you keep working towards it, chiseling away, doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you achieve it.
That mindset paid off. Just last year, Billy was a semifinalist in the same Best Chef Texas category. Meanwhile, Belly of the Beast has also earned notable recognition from the Michelin Guide. Other Houston finalists include Emma for Best New Restaurant and March for Outstanding Wine and Beverages. Also honored, Nick Guido, owner of Galveston's Guidos, received the America's Classics Award, and Houstonian Tony Tipton Martin received the Lifetime Achievement Award. The Houston area well represented, wouldn't expect anything less. And with that, that's a wrap of your Houston headlines. I'm Mia Gradney.